I am Chuck the Movie Guy from ComingSoon.net, and welcome to Freak Week! Every day this week, we're going to be interviewing a different cast member. We're going to take a look at clips, review the movie, and as a special bonus, right now, I'm going to read the entire script word for word.
Shut up!
Oh, okay, maybe. How about a condensed version?
Shut up!
Okay, we'll just go to the interview with Chad Michael Murray, who plays Jake.
Dude, I won't screw you over, man. I won't screw you over, my friend. Let's go, come on.
Well, I have to admit, first of all, okay, I was just telling the director, Jamie, how I had it in for this movie because they're messing with my childhood movie, and how I turned on and I really liked it, but we're not going to talk about that. But
no, we're not going to talk about the fact that you liked it.
We're going to talk about you, because I had it in for you, and I kind of still do, because, you know, I've seen every episode of Dawson's, and of course, you know, Gilmore Girls, and, you know, you're kind of like the guy that, you know, like, I don't like this guy at all, the character.
I make my rounds.
So when you appeared in this movie, I'm like, I don't like this guy. And you got this, and I'm thinking, does this follow you around?
No.
No?
no, it doesn't follow me. You know what? I loved being on Gilmore Girls. I loved playing the Tristan Gray role, you know. He kind of has a legacy, which is kind of funny. People still talk about him, which is really great. You know, it's gratifying to know that I, you know, got to create something that, you know, I just liked playing the cool badass, you know. It was fun. It's always nice playing the bad guy occasionally.
And you're kind of playing the bad guy in this. You're the cool guy on the bike.
Yeah, but you know what? The great thing about him is it's you know, all your ideas are misconstrued. You know, it's not necessarily the fact that he's a bad guy. He just appears to be.
Right. Exactly. It's you know, because of course he falls in love with her mind, the character's mind in this movie. And I was wondering, too, it's just like, well, you must have a pretty big teen following for your TV stuff. And then now I was wondering, you know, and all these young girls, and quite your character falls in love with an older woman. I mean, I was wondering, what do you think about older women?
I love older women, man. Older women are sexy. Come on. When I was 8, dude, I was in love with Madonna. So, you know, she was great. And getting to work with Jamie, let me tell you something, man. That scene in True Lies where she did the dance.
Oh my God, yes.
Took me from a boy
to
a man.
So,
you know what I'm talking about.
So you're a normal person then. I mean, you know, so how does this work? You come in, Jamie Lee Curtis. Are you thinking about that scene?
No, see, that's a good. You know, I was really excited about the experience of just getting to work with her. You know, having to be able to have a moment with her. You know, to sit down at a coffee table across from each other, just look at each other and just talk to each other. You know, fall in love for a few minutes. Yeah. It was nice to do that. It was nice to have that opportunity, you know?
Yeah, oh, I can imagine. But I always wonder about that. If I was an actor, like, I can't get past the previous stuff that people have done, just like I couldn't get past that I didn't like you from your TV stuff, even though you're a great guy, obviously.
Well, thank you, dude. I appreciate that,
What about the bike ride? Do you have a bike?
No, I rode a lot of dirt bikes as a kid, but they wouldn't let me get on the bike.
Really?
Dude. Insurance, you know.
Man, that sucks.
I tried.
Really?
I tried.
Yeah, but at least you get to look cool on it then.
People think.
So if the
match,
so what
that's
we're seeing,
the trick. People think I'm cool.
But okay, so you're not telling me you're a nerd then, are you?
Dude, I had no friends in high school, man. you want to know the truth? Here's the truth. All right.
Okay.
I was thinking. Okay.
All right.
All the girls in school knew I was a dork.
Yeah.
So I went to other schools. I went to other schools and dated the girls from other schools because they didn't know. Right. See what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They didn't know, but once they found out, it was over.
Yeah. So then you obviously enjoy pretending, and acting is pretending, more or less, isn't it?
Yeah. No, I just like using. You know what I love? I just living in the role, like living in the character, creating something, having fun, being creative, being artistic, and just using it as therapy. Actually.
Yeah. So what do you got coming up then?
Well, right now I'm working with Hilary Duff on the Cinderella story.
Oh, excellent. Who's the director of that?
Mark Rossman.
Okay.
It was so last minute because my show I start shooting August 6th.
Right. Oh,
I wrap August 5th on Cinderella. So I'm squeezing it in, and One Tree Hill starts in the fall. So we just kind of squeeze the movie in right in between. But I'll tell you, Hilary's a cool girl, and we're having a great time. My goals now is my next project that I want to do after I'm done with One Tree Hill is I want to do something completely opposite side of the spectrum. The type of films that I really want to do are like Taxi Driver, or like American History X, or Boogie Nights, or Blow, or Punch Drunk Love. Something that affects you when you get done with the movie. You just, for the next 2 weeks, it's just in your head, you know, that those dark thoughts that you have in your head, you know, those things that happened to you growing up in your life that you're past, you know, that you don't necessarily want to think about, but sometimes it's not a bad thing to think about. And I kind of, you want to use films like that as therapy and be able to show people what I see through my eyes. And so that would be my next step. So at this point, I got to do what I got to do to get to where I want to be. You know what I mean?
So you want the more serious side then? Would you rather do a serious movie than a comedy then?
I loved the idea of doing this movie because I wanted to take a shot at a comedy.
Okay, I see.
I'd never done a comedy, and I wanted the opportunity to kind of, make an ass of myself personally.
Right.
I wanted to, be a goof and, try to be uninhibited and just, sing out in the middle of the night.
Do you ever wonder, though, back to those high school days? You ever think back that, hey, if you were the nerd, you didn't have, that look what I've done, or do people come up to you that you've never, didn't know in high school, pretend to be your friends?
Yeah. See, that's the funny thing is, I try to give people the benefit of the doubt that they've grown as human beings.
Right.
And so if I go home and someone comes over and puts their hand out and wants to know what's going on, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, shake their hand, even though they were pricks in high school.
Okay.
I mean, look, in high school, a lot of kids just don't know what's going on. And you're immature, and you grow up, and then you go through stuff in your life. I give them the benefit of the doubt.
Good job on Freaky Friday, and he's a nice guy. He really is. I'm glad about that.
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Thank you.
And make sure you come back tomorrow as Freak Week continues with an exclusive interview of Lindsay Lohan, and on Wednesday, it's Jamie Lee Curtis. I'm Chuck the Movie Guy for ComingSoon.net.